Hey there guys, this is Flamzeron, aka YouTube's Tosuke. A while ago, and I know I'm a little late on this, but I got the Orphen game from Gamefly, and I already turned it in, and I got, Soul Reaver, but I figured I should give my thoughts on it, since, I've had some time to sort of let the whole idea grow on me. To start off, the game hasn't really aged well, to be honest. I think a lot of people wanted to play it either because, or like really probably just because they got interested in the show or they just saw it looked cool. I think a lot of people probably like it to some level because they played it when they were a kid. But me, I'm playing it, now as I'm a semi-adult because I'm 18, so, yeah, the game, it hasn't really aged well. Since as kids we don't really see how bad a game is, but I'm sort of getting a little off topic, and so let's begin with the review. So to start off with the story, something you'd expect from an Orphen game, I suppose. It starts off with Orphen and the gang. That being Cleo and Magic. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. Magnus. That's my first gripe with this game. They friggin' changed Magic's name to Magnus. Why? Why did they do that? Did they do that just to sort of take away, the... I understand that having a character named Magic in a anime about magic is kind of dumb, but, it's still his name. Why change it? Just leave it the way it is. I mean... That's so dumb. And plus he's like, what, 14? The name Magnus doesn't even suit him that much. But yeah, Orphen, Cleo, and Magnus, they're like traveling, and then, I think his name's Vulcan. I can never remember if it's Vulcan or Bulkin. Vulcan and Dorton, they trick them into going onto a boat. And they get stuck on the boat, and, the friggin' something happens. I barely even remember what happens. But basically a storm comes, and like there are a bunch of like squids and whatnot. They have to kill a squid. They go to a friggin'... I haven't really gone that far, but from where I go, I don't really know that much about... I don't know if there's any real plot to the game at all. It looked nice. I don't know when this game came out. I'm assuming it's a semi-launch title. Sorry. And, I hope... I don't know, maybe it did well in Japan, but in America I don't think it did so well. So yeah, story so far, not perfect. The voice acting in the game is, okay. Magnus, he's voiced, and yes, I am saying Magnus instead of Magic. I'm sort of making fun of the game. Anyway, Magnus, his voice is, pretty good. It fits him. I like Cleo's voice. I believe she's voiced by Jennifer Hale. She's got a, she's suited. I prefer the original voice actress from the anime, but, yeah. And now we go on to Orphen, who is voiced by Quentin Flynn, who happens to be one of my favorite voice actors. He did a good job. His voice fits, but I don't think it sounds very good for Orphen. It just barely fits. Yes, Quentin Flynn is a good voice actor, but he's no David Montrenga, who is a pretty good voice actor for Orphen. I mean, both are good, but I prefer David. And so, yeah. And everyone else, they're pretty good. Graphics, they're okay, I suppose. I'm not really much of a graphics whore, so playing a game with bad graphics doesn't really bother me that much. Music, there's barely any. The animation's pretty good, though, for the anime cutscenes. That's nice. The battle system is probably the one thing where the game has one of its strengths, yet one of its weaknesses, if that makes any sense. What they try to do is they try to combine turn-based and real-time action, but to the point where it's basically literally a blend of the two types of RPG gameplay, where Like, you literally just wait for the enemy to come near you and then you attack him. Now, Orphen, he's never really been... He's sort of like Ed from Full Metal Alchemist. He doesn't really have a signature weapon. He can use, like, several things. I mean, yeah, he uses a certain weapon, like, at certain moments. Like, I know how Ed in the anime, at certain points, he tends to use that arm blade that he has. While Orphen, in the anime, he can do that cool little magic trick where he takes his two fingers and a dagger pops out. But his standard melee attack is like a sword slash, which is called like the Sword of the Undead or something. And then he has, moves like the Bite of Lightning, Howl of Thunder, and the Hand of Pyro! I hope Orphen's watching this. So that's pretty much all it is. I mean, yeah, the Hand of Pyro and whatnot and the Bite of Lightning are ranged moves, so you can attack enemies from afar if you can see them, but overall the game is not really the gameplay is not really that impressive. Now, another problem that I have with the game is that it friggin' freezes. I don't know if it's the disc. It feels like it comes from the game because the music still plays and everything. I feel like it's sort of a glitch in the game. The game freezes, or at least for me it does, so I can't really continue that often, and I have to, just hope that I friggin' get through the thing. So I'm not really that far, but I think I've played enough of it to get a general idea of how the entire game's gonna go. Also, the climbing mechanics sort of messed up. You have to be right on the spot, this 1 pixel of a spot, to quote the nerd, where like a vine is, and you have to climb up there. And that's kind of dumb. I'm sorry. Still got that friggin' allergies. It's gonna go away eventually, though. Don't worry. So yeah, in conclusion, this game, it's alright, I suppose. I mean, it's playable. It's not like, a game that's just terrible, and not only terrible, but it's hard to play. And by hard to play, I mean, like, you just cannot stand to play it. But this game is not that good. It's not that good, but it's playable. So if you like the anime or the manga, and you want to play a game, give this game a try, though don't expect much. And that's pretty much all I have to say about this game. So in conclusion, this is Flamesron, aka YouTube's Tosuke, signing out. Soul Reaver 2's next. See you later.